All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is live. Isn't this fun? Ray Reynolds, that's me. Guess what? We're going to teach you how to become that millionaire you always wanted to be. I know you've heard it before. A lot of people going blah, blah, blah. But I like to have fun because I'm going to tell you the truth. And why? Because I got to million to billion by the time I was 26. So let's understand what I've been doing for 44 years, using the gift that God gave me in the brain. These are going to be steps to the millionaire. All right? Now, understand in the beginning, you can't take pictures. You can't basically film. You got to write it down to get it here. Our choices are simple. There's 25 steps. And as we do this today, remember, as we get to have fun, it's called repackage your whole life. I don't just want to get you up to $1 million of credit, to 10 million. That's no fun. There's a lot of the things you screwed up. There's things you need to learn to do. As we play the game, we got to get what? Pass go, get unstuck, and stop being a procrastinator. Every one of you this year, 2022, should literally have a corporate millionaire. That means your corporation should have $1 million of money or credit. There's no excuses. When it comes to my programs, it's simple. I'm going to give you back all your money, or times 10, through personal business credit. So the bottom line is I want you to write down, see it, believe it, go get it. Write it down. If you don't have the house right now, I'll help you go get it up to $850,000. Your car, sorry, it's registered to you. Why the hell would anybody be dumb enough to buy a car registered to them unless someone sweats you for 5 hours and get 9 inquiries? I don't get it. Car is division, tax ID, fleet price. But again, what can I say? Income and money. Here's the problem with all of you, and I mean all of you. You've had some money, you pissed it away, now you're broke today. Before you spend money in the future, I want you to teach you how to leverage it. Okay? It's like when you retire, here's the problem. The bills don't stop. If you don't get lifetime income, that's the biggest problem you have for you. Now, let's remember something here. I want to rebuild you to a 750 score. Got it? I want to rebuild you, but I need you to listen to the rules and the tools how to play. Now, everything I've ever done, I pray and I ask God to open the door for me. See it, believe it, go get it. In about 90 working days, I can get you in the right direction if you pay attention. As we do this, understand, and come on. If I can do this, you can do it. I was born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me. She threw me away. Mrs. Hope used and abused me too. Dropped me off Redondo Beach Pier. Or every morning at 6:30 at the age of 3. But I got to my first million at 14 and a half. I got my first $100,000. All right, literally by the time I was 9 and a half. When Mrs. Hope used to pick me up and stick me in the trash can behind the grocery store and smell all that, I can remember it because I can smell it. I have total recall on those things. It sucks. Bottom line is she dropped me off at the pier every morning at 6:30. I learned to sell seeds, clackers, and mow yards. See, I wanted to get out of hell. I'm roaming through Redondo Beach. All right, I come across the church, so they're all singing. That's great. This lady says, here's the book, has all the answers for you. I'm 4 and a half. I'm being used and abused physically, mentally, being dropped off, eating out of a trash can, stealing off the pier, and you're giving me a book to tell me has all the answers. I said, thank you, ma'am. I was polite. I looked at the book. It's a Bible. Yeah, right. If there was a God, why would he allow me to be used and abused, eat out of a trash can, all right, and being dropped off? And I yelled so loud at God, I said, if you're real, where are you? Because this sucks. Ever since that day, everything I touch turns to gold. And I'm telling every one of you, I can turn everyone into the $1 million dream this year. You got to listen. If Billy can do this, hell, you can do it. Billy didn't put any money, he just gave me referrals. Billy now has $105,000 of personal credit. He has $845,000 of corporate credit in 3 divisions. He has the ability, and he carries an 810 to a 786. So just like I did this last week, I created a program. I had 3 people do exactly what I asked you to do, like you. They put their referrals. So they put basically what they need to do. So one went this way, went to a car dealership, one went to the sister real estate, one went to the restaurant. He eats out all the time. These people referred people to my live class or to the office during the week. And they actually have their referrals Zelle. Zelle. So you get 10% for everything that you get that someone Zells for you. So this means very simple. You get $50, $100, $250, if not even more. One person almost made $3,000 last week. And Zelle's pretty simple. See, all the banks and credit unions use it. So what happens? So you make sure you don't get locked of your money, and you're always going to get your money. You don't get ripped off. It's very simple. On a Zelle, it says add message. On the message, make sure that they put your name as a referral. That way it's tied together when they Zelle the money right away. That way you get paid too. All right, usually in about an hour or so. So I got no excuses. My personal guarantee on a webinar in writing is 90 working days getting you in the right direction. Okay, always. All right, basically what needs to be done. 750, build a corporation to a 757, if not more. So our goal is simple today. You write down today's date and you project about 90 working days. In the 90 working days, all right, I want to get you on the right direction. I can show you the mansions. I can show you $3 billion and all that stuff too, because I actually have it through corporate structure. What about you? But again, it's not mine. How about the yachts? How about the big buildings and the Lamborghinis too? The ability to play the game. So this is live. So you got 800-536-3216. I know I got someone online asking a question called, his name is Genius. He's talking about divisions. He's getting sued on a division, which is good. But then did he protect the assets of that division, or does he have to break that division in 4 pieces? See, understand, that's why I invented subdivisions. I'm the guy that wrote the rules and tools that created divisions in 1986. You're going to get it from the horse's mouth versus the horse's you know what. So there's always a structure to protect those assets. But again, we got to do a little bit more on that one. That's just answering the question. There's some things that need to be done called steps. Time, I can't waste time, can you? I never know when I'm going to die again. I got to die in 2009. Swine flu and pneumonia. Pandemic 9 kills me. Now we got number 19. Hopefully it's on the way out. July 4, 2009, we took one of the yachts out of one of the mansions in Huntington Harbor. Largest U-dock, no problem. Group of people on the yacht. What do? We watch the fireworks. The next day there I am, dead in a coma. They pronounced my death at 5:41. I got a choice when I died, stay in peace or go back. I said go back. I heard my wife cry her eyes out. I also heard her sign a POA, power of attorney. Someone's getting ready to steal everything I got. So when I talk about getting past go, I'll show you the Lamborghini collection, the Duffys. I'll show you the mansions. I'll show you how I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981. And stupid people say, why men can't jump? It's funny, I hold the record still today. So the bottom line is simple. How about the race boats in the backyard? How about the helicopters? How about the U-Dock? How about the yachts? And how about the Ferraris too? See, most people are full of you know what. Me, I'm going to show you the rules and tools, teach you how to play. In every book I can find out there, I don't care if it's Amazon, I don't care if it's in the library. Give me a freaking book that shows me the steps. It doesn't exist unless you get the Millionaire's Founders Kit that I wrote for you. But again, that's up to you too. Lack of knowledge is why people bring the pain home every time they turn around. They're all ducks. We're all quacks. Quack, 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 we're a duck. We got the ability to play if we want to. So I want you to basically look at one thing about your credit. All right, let's look at the Federal Trade Commission. It says credit repair is a fraud, because it is. All they're doing is writing stupid letters anyway, trying to trick a credit bureau. Your credit's not broken. You need to rebuild it. It's what they tell you flat out. And these credit repair flaky companies aren't allowed to collect money up front, but they do it all the time. So the bottom line is credit repair. Yeah, right. Let's rebuild the credit. Why don't you get to know me? I've done this for 44 years, live or in person too. So getting to know me, why don't you Google Credit Services Act? Get a copy of the page I showed you. It'll say credit repair can't even be done by an attorney. But the bottom line is you build a relationship with me in the dreams. Bottom line is going to be up to you too. We have the ability to listen and learn. The NACB certified me as the only person on the planet, business and personal credit. I get to build, listen carefully, I get to rebuild your credit to a 750, rebuild. Okay, not stupid letters. I'm also going to build credit under an SS4 for you. Every seminar, every workshop, every boot camp, you're stuck with me. Every step of the way. Nobody teaches my classes but me, and they're never pre-record. I've been helping rich and famous people for years. You might want to pay attention today too. So let's understand. Now, this is what happens to me every morning since I was 2.5 years old. 2.5 years old, I wake up, get to my knees, say thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I go stare, look in the mirror. See, I didn't get a mommy and a daddy like you. So I have to ask myself the questions and see if I follow through. I put myself in check. I ask myself, have I completed everything I need to? All right, the next thing is there more to be done always? Here's your biggest problem. You talk too damn much. Shut up. Bite your tongue. Every time you ask your friends and family what they think about your idea, they drag you down. Don't you realize most of the time you've got knocked down, someone got in your way, it was somebody you knew? Friend and family member. Don't allow someone cloud your direction. Now, you want to get to millionaire, you got 4 ways. You can win the lottery, you can inherit the money, get a damn raise. Or you can let me rebuild you. I can do this pretty quick for you, but that's up to you. Now, there's 1,000 steps to the millionaire. That's it. Will you go up the steps? Will you follow through? Let me give you the first 25 steps today. It's simple. Go to raisecredit.com, clickety-clack, get the credit reports for free. Or go to entercreditreport.com. I don't care. Give me the report numbers. That's what I want. I want to tear them apart. I want you to say that's step number 1. Got 24 more to go. I need you to pull out your Social Security card. I need you to pull out your Social Security card now. Now, ladies and gentlemen. Pull it out of your purse or wallet. See, here's the thing. You got an SSN like I did because we were told to as sheep. We were told to get our SSN to go get our first job. We follow along. And what do? We look at the card. Excuse me, got a call coming in. Yes, can I help you? Yes, okay, you have what? You've been paying Lexington Law and CreditRepair.com for 2 years and you have a 590 score. Well, file a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission. Call your bank, reverse all those charges, and they've done fraud. They're not allowed to collect money up front. In 90 working days to 6 months is 180 days. I'd have you a 750 score guaranteed or your money back. And on top of that, I'd give you a $1,000 credit card. But again, that's up to you. Why don't you go to raisecredit.com, all right, and turn around from there and call the office at 800-510-3338. So when you stop being ripped off by them, just let us know, okay? All right, have a blessed day. So the bottom line is pretty simple, okay? Social Security card. It says do not laminate, don't use for ID purposes, and do not. Don't forget, turn it over. It says property of Social Administration, not you. It's not even yours for ID purposes, but credits use it. So that's the first job. Oh, good. Then we filed our 1040 tax return and it's quack, 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 we're dug. But again, that's step number 2. Did you look at it? Next thing is I'm going to give you a statement of guarantee. This means half the page is in red ink. This means you have to do exactly what I tell you to do, all right, because I guarantee your money back. But you got to do what I ask as well. Your credit cards need a sticky in the back. It has to say 25, 29% in the limit. You see, 29% is the green, 30 is yellow, anything at 50 is red. I'm the man that trained Ken Yarborough, security chief at TRW years ago, too. No new accounts, no screw this up. But again, within 90 working days, get in your right direction. Average case could take 6 months, too. Step 3. As we build you up, remember, we're going to look at the 12 acts that we're allowed to: Fair Lending Act, Collections Practices Act, Credit Services Act, Fair Credit Reporting Act, and we're going back to the creditor. Now, if you got a debt you owe, don't think you got away with it. You got to kill the debt by pay it, settle it, bankrupt, and negotiate or something. Now, you might even have to do the legal action method as well. We got the ability to rebuild ourselves if we do it the right way. So let's understand the structure of this. I'm going to certify a rapid refresh. Now, understand what this means. If you look at your mortgage companies, use rapid scoring. Ken Yarborough, Harold Stokes, me, I created that about 38 years ago. Rapid refresh, all it does, listen carefully, is block bad stuff and push scores up. That's all it does. Okay, scores up. So I have a client at this time. She had a 500 score. She needs a 680 plus to get a house. She saved up, but her score sucked. She got ripped off by Lexington Law and CreditRepair.com for 2 years. Within 45 days, I got her 157 points. Okay, so what I did is I blocked the crap and rebuilt her, just like I want to do for you. How about a 651 to a 791? All right, less than 90 days. All right, it was flatlining. How about up, and away? Again. From there, people got bad credit, collections accounts. See, what a rapid allows me to do in most cases, 9 out of 10, I get you an unsecured credit card now. Like I got this person as I'm rebuilding them. All right, anywhere from the bankruptcy, they had no credit at all, I rebuild them again too. And from there, and there. All right, again and again. So I can take all the worst or best cases in the world and show you what I get to do for you too. Laid on their car payment, still got them $3,000 on a card to rebuild. So remember, Rapid Refresh, it only does 40 to 200 points. Usually in 90 working days, I charge about $500 for that. Okay? By the time I was done with her, her score went up 211 points in 90 days. Would you like me to do that for you? She paid $499. Now, I love Zelle. Zelle is easy to send money. It's not a credit card to be ripped off by. So you add me as a recipient, and then you use the email address, ray@racecredit.com versus a phone number. And then what do? You send the money. Simple. I like that. All right. Then you email me at that email address that you send this for that too. So bottom line is this. Now, here's the thing. In the beginning, I'm going to analyze all your credit. So every one of you, here's Bill, here's Robert, all right, here's Shady, all right, here's Joanne. I'm going to analyze your credit. Now, what does this mean? If I find where I can open up the gap, and people always go, what, you can ask for more credit? Understand something. A $300 card was maxed out at 62%. When I opened the gap and added my history of $10 million of history, they got $35,000. $35,000. That's what I increased the card to. Did that open the gap of debt to ratio? From there, how about a 500 card to 26,000? How about 2,500 to 30,000? How about 750 for 30,000? See, here's the thing. When I say I'm going to rebuild you, I'm going to add a rapid rescore, the office is going to charge you $998. All right. During the webinar, I give you half price. All day Saturday and on Wednesday, my classes are always live. I don't like pre-recorded crap. So the bottom line is, rebuilding you, I'm going to also get you a $1,000 cash card unsecured. Cash card. I'm going to charge you $499 and double your money on the card. I'm going to take away all your damn excuses and give you a 750 score. That's a webinar price. That means now. And all you had to do is Zelle it to me. You call the office, they're $998 because they get a commission. Your choice is simple. Remember, I promised you 100% to 10 times money back to you of personal business credit. I have no excuses. Now you, and I mean all of you, you added yourself to the national mailing list. You got all the robocalls, and everything you do is wrong. I'm sorry. No one taught you how to play the game. I want you to call this phone number, 888-567-8688. Your cable company sells you on a mailing list. They all do. Why don't you get off the national mailing list and let's slow down those robocalls? That's step number 4, but that's up to you. Bottom line is this. Let's plan the problem. If you have bad credit or something screwed up, I want you to look in the mirror today and ask yourself a question. Why? You probably got knocked down. Someone got in your way, took it away from you too. It's like the guy that has the division being sued. If he did it the right way, they're not going to have a problem. If I have to split it in 4 ways, I'll show them how to do that too. Excuse me. Yes, the credit hour with Ray Reynolds. Can I help you? You have a corporation. Okay, what type? An LLC. Why do you have an LLC, sir? Because your CPA told you to. Okay. How long have you had it? 4 years. Okay. Have you looked on the Secretary of State? Why? Because if you haven't maintained the fees, your LLC is a piece of junk. So if you don't maintain the fees to the state, it's no damn good anyway. You need to start over. Check out the fees. Check it out from there. Give a call at the 800 number 800-510-3338. Ask them to look it up for you if they have to. Because if you have not filed anything for 4 years and you've done nothing, it's no damn good. It's dissolved. So we're going to start you over. Okay? Give that number a call, 800-510-3338. Have a blessed day. All right. Someone else that's typical. They call, I got a corporation. You don't got shit. I mean, I'm so tired of stupidity. It's ridiculous. Man up or woman up. All right, I got a corporation for 4 years. Yeah, right. You haven't done shit with it. You got no filing fee. You got nothing you've done. It's dissolved because you didn't play the game. That's on you. But again, plan the problem. Safety credit simple. Look in your city today. Chase, B of A, Wells Fargo, and grocery stores, they bankrupt locations, suck out the assets, write it off on their taxes, and the government gives them a tax credit and says, good job. Hey, you bring the pain home and you go home and go, boo-hoo-hoo. Remember when I trained Yarborough, every credit dashboard simple, 0 to 29%, green, 30 yellow, 50 red. It doesn't change. You just didn't know the rules and tools how to play. But that's your own damn fault. See, what people do is they follow like sheep or ducks. I had to get out of hell. I didn't like eating out of a trash can. I didn't like being used and abused. So guess what? When those grown-ups said, money for a rainy day, show me. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, show me. I thought all the grown-ups were stupid when I was a kid. And I realized when I grew up they were stupid. Sorry. I got an IQ off the friggin' chart with total IQ. All right, I brought in $2.6 billion at 26. This is easy shit to do if you follow through. Step 5. Now, simple. You want to make some money? You get referrals. Hell, I'll sell you money now. Now. What's your problem? Okay, if Billy can do it, hell can you. And you can always call 800-536-3216. I'm taking calls from everybody. Now, I don't understand this. Why would any grown-up set up themselves to create problems? So in other words, when you buy a house, never join. That's called stupid. You lose a house, you both have shitty credit. You both got a line of what? You just did a leverage of your money and your credit. You created a loan-to-value problem. That's called dumb. By the way, the car you drive today that's registered to you, it's even a dumb. I mean, come on. How many bloodsucker attorneys you see on TV every day? How about the billboards? You drive through the freeway and every 22 minutes you see a bumpity bump. And they sue the registered owner, which is you. Quack, quack, quack. Why don't you change the registered owner to a division of a corp? Let the division be the duck. Oh, well, that's up to you. See, it's like the millionaire maker. If you don't have the money, I'll give you the damn credit. Would you like some corporate credit? Hell, that's free money. Everybody can take money. See, it's easier to get $1 million of credit than it is $1 million in cash. It's kind of fun. But again, your choice is simple. Let's repackage you. Is that okay? If I showed you exactly how to leverage the money, reference points, and create $1,001,250, would you do it? Would you do it? That's the ultimate goal. See, we have all the ability to get $1 million corporation within this year. And if you have a corporation, you don't have it, what the hell have you been doing? Okay, what have you been doing? Listening to Tony Baloney? All right, or some other blah, blah, blah? Get in my damn workshops and classes. You get stuck with me. And if I ask you to do this or that, just do what I ask. I treat every client like they're 2 years old. I can start with $1,000 and reference it to $1 million to $75,000 and more. The bottom line is simple. Borrow money is not taxable. Invest, borrow money, never pay tax. And now you buy your lifetime income. House, duplex, fourplex, corporate complex. All right, and you get what? Franchise, whatever you want. Well, what can I say? Oh my goodness, there's an ass on the screen. An ass. Oh, it's a donkey too. All right, how many names does it have? So the argument with CPAs and attorneys, you can't hide an asset. Well, the reality is that's true. If you're sued, you can't hide the asset. But you get your asset and you protect the assets when you get it. So when they sue you, they can't screw you. They have to agree with that because it's the truth. You got to realize today how old you are. Next 50 years, you'll be dead. You did all the mistakes back here. Why don't we go forward and cover your ass? I got to say Barbie. I got to say Toll Brothers too. So what do we get to do? It's simple. I get invited to a meeting. The question to me, when it was my turn to talk, they asked the question, how would you leave money to a person worth millions and billions? I said I wouldn't. That'd be stupid. Because when you trade assets or money to a person, there's tax. But again, look what happened on October 25th, 2020. The old man finally passed away, God rest his soul. He was only worth $26 trillion. Now, who's the richest guy in the world? Come on. Now, what happened? Simple. They have to give an art collection worth $100 billion to the country. They have to pay $10.8 billion in tax, inheritance tax, and then the son lies and goes to prison for 5 years. Why do people screw up? Corporations have 4 quarters: March, June, September, December. Our goal is to remember something today. You lose your job, have an emergency, what do? Sorry. Everybody does the same stupid thing. All right? It's simple. They run out of time, they run out of money, then they go jack up their personal credit. Wrong, wrong, and wrong. So, here we got a question here. All right, let's see. All right, I would do to get $4 million. Well, first of all, sorry, it's like sorry, that's a stupid question. How would I get to $4 million? Unless you get to the million, all right, first, why would I answer a question about $4 million? That's called, I'm sorry, it's dumb. Okay, until you to the corporate, all right, million, and learn how to leverage it into more. See, my first million was harder being the founder of a donut chain, okay? They went worldwide. All right, my cleaning companies. When I'm the kid that literally went to Disneyland when I was at Edison Elementary, 3rd grade, Torrance, when they took us to Disneyland, the bus driver forgot where he parked the friggin' bus. Okay, he didn't look at Pluto, Dumbo, whatever the hell it is. Took him 2 hours to figure it out. And you know what I did? I went home. I tore things apart all the time. The Singer sewing machine I put on a skateboard. I cut 2 fishtails and sewed them to each other. That was sick, but try to see if it would work. So that caller would have to wait. So the reality is pretty simple. All right. I took the garage door remote apart, added it to a car, blew fuses, went to Radio Shack a bunch of times. I just wanted to be able to hit the remote to honk the horn. Honk, 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 honk. I used to get, before my wife signed a POA when I was in friggin' coma, $2.20 for every LoJack ever sold. So I like to invent shit. So let's understand, until you get to the million, you can't get to the 4 million. It's like going A to Z. There's 26 letters in the alphabet. Start somewhere. Get to million, then ask that damn question. Okay, that would make more sense. Sorry, I don't pull punches. Never will, never have. You need $5,000 now. Good for you. Go ask your friends, your family, the bank. Hell, they're all going to say no. Here's a $5,000 card in your hand. My hand. See, you need a safety credit card. Because when shit hits the fan, you need some money now. But again, it's up to you again, too. The average person pisses away $50 every other day. The payment on a $5,000 card maxing out is $50 a month. So let's get rid of the excuses and learn the discipline. Oh, you need $140 a week that you piss away? That's $600 a month. These are each $50,000 a piece. $50,000 a piece. If I max out one of these today, the payment is $612.26. So what the average person pisses away in a given month, they could have got 2 pizza restaurants and stopped wasting money? And even through a damn pandemic and deliver the food? Simple. Quit bringing the damn pain home. No more excuses. No more being lazy. Step 6. We got a choice to see it, believe it, go get it. Now, you're going to repackage yourself, your goals. First, I believe in God, and then I believe in me. Believe in yourself. When I broke that record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981, all right, I still hear idiots going, white man can't jump. And I hold the record, and I used to kick the basketball hook too. I still hold that record today. God gave you a gift and a dream. Why don't you see it, believe it, go get it? The only thing in your way is you. So let's go back. You got your first SSN. Oh, good, you only get 1. You got your bills coming in. That paycheck's so big. You're going to pay all your bills at work. You worked your ass off. Oh, goody. Your check was half as much. It ruined your whole week. You forgot they get their cut before you get your leftover. So Tax, tax, tax. Quack, quack, quack. And probate too. You see, we don't have to be a bunch of ducks. When people bitch and complain about rich and famous people, it's like, shut up and join the club. Their problem is being stupid. So let's remember something today. We are the collateral for the United States of America Incorporated ever since Nixon took the gold standard out. So write down Ray's rules again, and let's figure this out. $100,000 of credit. If I use 29%, I'm allowed to have $71,000 of safety credit case blankets the fam, loss of job, or pandemic. Can I feed my family for 2 years? Hell yes. I will not bring the pain home. Do you not get this? You brought the pain home because of the lack of knowledge. It's about time you step up to the plate and talk to someone who made the million to billion by the time he's 26. Not all these blah, blah, blahs. Never bring that damn pain home. Why would you do that in the first place? Divisions are the ducks, not you and your family. Raise rules. It's simple. Step number 7. Now, let's understand something. Why did God let me be the pawn? I don't know. I lived on Delane Street in Torrance. You can Google it. They have a big hill. Okay? I didn't get a mommy and daddy like most of you. Kids are riding their bicycles. I have this weird brain. I can watch what you do. In about 5 minutes, I can do it better than you. I have total recall on most things. I asked if I could borrow the bicycle. When the kid said yes. Okay, I got it. Whee! Instantly. I should have watched for 2 more minutes. I screwed up that day. Where I screwed up was I didn't watch how they stopped the bicycle. All right? I didn't know where the brake was to push the pedal back. When I went down the hill in Delane Street, my face hit the curb. I was the brake. I was in a coma. When I woke up, I was on a couch. The lady rang a bell in front of me. You got to go pee-pee, ring the bell. All right? You're paralyzed for life. Well, that sucked. Now I'm 5.5 years old. What am I going to do? Go wah, wah, wah? I didn't get a mommy and daddy. So I rolled off the couch when she didn't take me pee-pee. I grabbed the shag carpet, that ugly orange shit, and I dragged my ass to the toilet. The voice inside said, get up! Hell, I got up. All right, it was painful, but I got up that day. And then I got stuck in another coma in 2009. Whee! Here we go, God! Why? Swine flu pneumonia kills me. I want you to Google the address right in front of you. Google it. 3202 Portofino Circle, Huntington Beach, California. The largest UDOC, Huntington Harbor. Why would I have the smallest one? Yachts and race boats in the backyard. I'm in a coma and I got to die? But I got a choice to come back and I got to help you. You going to pay attention today? But again, I walked around with an oxygen tank for 5 weeks. I put my credit score back to an 820. Then I popped a $1 million credit card. Do you not understand? Corporate credit's free money. You get to write off the interest rate on the credit card. You're trying to work your ass off to go get the money you're never going to get to millionaire in the first place. Corporate credit's the only way you're ever going to get there. That's it. You get $1 million of you got to pay tax. You keep $375. Doesn't lie. Numbers tell the truth. Millionaire status, simple. You can win the lottery. 96% piss that away in 3 years. You can inherit the money and then pay inheritance tax too. You can get a raise. Or you let me rebuild you if you allow me to. Your choice is simple. I took out my 5 closet divisions because a division's a legal person. I fought through the pain and opened up my credit to do. 6 weeks, I'm into millionaire status again. 6 weeks. Credit saved my life. You see, repackaging your house, your car, your bank account. There's one of the mansions and one of the first cars in a bank account too. You got choices. God's delays are never God's denials. The problem is you got to realize you only get one SSN. It's simple. Quack, quack, quack. Bah, bah. We're sheep. Where do we go? That's it. You're a duck. The only way you can quit being a damn duck is master the 26 ways to use an SSN, SS4. SS4 equals 1120. But damn it, we only get one of those too. What are we going to do? Ah! They sued the corp. They come for you. It's true. In 1985, I wrote the rules and tools to set up divisions. You can get it from the horse's mouth or the horse's you-know-what. Every division's a legal person. it can have its own damn tax ID, its own credit reports. And all corps are good, but the problem is this. All corps, when they sue, they screw you. If you set up the line of defense, they're the ducks, not you. But that's up to you. It's like today, if I wrote you a check for $1 million you put in your personal bank account, that's an SSN. That's kind of stupid. You keep $375. The rest goes into tax. If I wrote you the check, I'd tell you to put it in a corporation. I'd tell you to set up a division of you. Corporations can have pension plan, annuities, profit sharing, medical, dental, life insurance, policy, company cards, and more. And that's as far as the opportunity for the dream. But again, you could be winning that battle today if you wanted to. Step number 8. So let's understand. We all pay tax under SSN how we bank money. SS4, we pay tax when we make a profit. Every rich and famous person, from millionaire to billion, I've been training for 44 years. How the hell you think they learned it? Mary's great. She's an Ivy Leaguer, $250,000 a year. No problem. All right. She wants to start a restaurant. She gives her CPA and attorney retainer of $10,000 each. They take the retainer, they're going to do the books and look at the lease and sit there going, bleep, 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 bleep. I'm sorry, most people are lazy. Attorneys and CPAs, they don't know about entrepreneurs. They don't know diddly squat besides to basically what. So come on. What did Mary do? The same thing that everybody does. She's got an 810 score. She uses $98,000 of her personal credit, drops her score to a 591, calls the two dummies and says, what happened to me? I don't know. If Mary would have did what everything I tell you right now for you, you can look in the past, you brought the pain home, you never had to. Corporation with divisions, they're the line of defense. Mary should have been a CFO for a corporation in divisions. When the restaurant failed, she filed bankruptcy in the restaurant, her home, her personal credit, and her husband divorced her last year. She could have been everything she had, but she didn't listen because she didn't find me till after the fact. I have to rebuild marriage just like I have to rebuild most of you. Now let's look at Sam's Club, the banks, and the grocery stores. Come on, they're right in your face. Wells Fargo Bank, Chase, B of A, and grocery stores. Sam's Club. They shut down 63 locations 2 years before pandemic. 1,910 across the globe. They shut them down, suck out the assets, bankrupt the location called a branch number, write off on the taxes, and our government says, good job for screwing up. And you are busy going boo-hoo-hoo, going home. They use branch number, tax ID, and subsidiaries. I want you to master divisions and tax IDs. Step number 9. When you heard cities fall bankruptcy, I heard it. I went down to the court building the next day. You heard it and you just, whatever. The United States of America Incorporated set up 50 corporations. Okay? Those are called states. States set up corporations are called cities. Bottom line is, they invented and created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act in case blank hit the fan. They planned the problem too, which I need to teach you how to do. Bad day doesn't mean you bring the pain home. Apple files bankruptcy in 97. What happens? Mr. Bill Gates got indicted 4 times for a monopoly. Well, what did he actually do? He wrote a check out of his line of credit for $150 million, which borrowed money is not taxable. Okay? And he saved their assets. Now they're worth trillions. Okay? Borrowed money's not what? So you got choices today. I told you look at your SSN, and I want you to master an SS4. I want you to look at the word bankruptcy. I want you to have no intent to do fraud, neither do I, but understand when blank hits the fan, you want to file bankruptcy, SSN or SS4 division. Again, it's up to you, like the grocery stores and the banks do. Your choice is step number 10, 15 more to go. If I only get one SSN equals 1040, I'm a duck and I'm sheep. Corp gets one SS4, 1120. If I don't run my corporation, my business like banks and grocery stores do as divisions of subsidiaries, I'm a duck. Yep, quack, quack, quack. You see, an SS4 gives you another chance to try. As long as we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, hell, we might as well be dead. So the ultimate goal is up to you. That's why I'm doing the live show, going nationwide again. I looked at the library, and what happened? I went to the Torrance Police Department, heard a corporation's a legal person. Lady at the library was mean. I was 7.5 going, what does this mean? Here's a mark. Finish the book. Well, I read the book, and then I got pissed off. See, when I don't get the answer I want, I'm one of those people that will grab 50 books and study for 5 days straight till I get my answer. You get a corporation, it's a legal person. Big deal. Tell me something more. Like the one that called, I haven't done it for 4 years on my LLC. It's no damn good. It's a piece of shit. You didn't maintain the filing fees. It's crap. See, it's like my first corp was Helping Hand Industries. It went nationwide. I was 9.5. What were you doing at 9.5? Corporations have 4 quarters, March, June, September, December. From there, I get to certify an SS4 and build you an Experian, Transit, and Equifax. Isn't that fun? How many sets of credit reports would you like? But that's up to you. If I rebuild you to 750 and give you up to 100,000 of personal, that's safety. Then we build 100,000 of corporate credit for the divisions. See, when you want the money, franchise, duplex, leverage your money. See, when you make money or bring money in, you got to turn it into more money and cash flow. You don't ask for $4 million. You get to the $1 million because you still got to pay the debt. You can do real estate, profit sharing, franchise, leveraging money into credit. You can play. There's only 10 great credit companies anyway for personal or business. Those are the 5. As an affiliate, I'm allowed to set up corporate credit or personal credit, SSN, SS4. Then I have to tell the dashboard what I'm trying to build. That's not hard. See, I love this. Let's look at an SS4, basically. There's 26 ways to use the form. Application and employee identification number. Line 1, legal name of entity. What's an entity? A division or individual person for whom the item is being requested. Corp, division, or you. You get to play. But then the inquiries will kick your assets. So what happens on my dashboard as an affiliate, I get to ask the question. That way I don't get you wasted inquiries. When it says, yes, I know which card I want to pick, the one you don't have. Simple. See, every card you get, all right, like this $1 million card here, can get 9 to 16 sisters. But again, that's the ultimate goal to do. And you get to build each one of those to leverage money. Could be real estate, could be a franchise, could be whatever you want. But it gives you the money to see it, believe it, go get it. And that's the goal, the line of defense. Some people want me to give them a pack of 10 at a time. No problem. Let me know. See, every one of these cards can be a division. Now let's understand, as you can daisy chain credit, I invented that 113 ways to do that too. But here's American Express applications online. It asks flat out, the corporation, company have a DBA? Does it have a division? We get to play. And we can master the SS4 form. We get to play and have fun. Now, if you have a corporation, make sure it's current. When it's not, don't even bother to pay the damn fees. I get that question all the time. I haven't paid the fees. They won't do. Stop. You can get the articles for free and pay $100. Start over. Okay, I can build the one you got, or I can give you a new one. Starter package for a millionaire. I got to rebuild your credit, rapid rescore, make you the CFO. Articles also list tax ID free. Put you in a setup level 1 for 90 days, Wednesday or Saturday, live classes with me. Here I'm going to give you $10,000 of cash credit back, $10,000. And what happens is pretty simple. All right, the office is going to charge you $2,000. On my show, I give you half price, $9.99. That way you get 10 times your money back for $999. And you're stuck with me for 3 months and I do all the work. But then that's up to you. It's a webinar and workshop and class price. From there, if you want $25,000, it's Millionaires in the Making. All right, office charges $5,000. I give half price because I don't pay a commission to me and I don't get a paycheck. So I give it for $2,499 now. That way you get 10 times your money back anyway. That's the goal. Whatever you invest, you get back in credit. And Zelle's the only way I like to take money because it's overnight and your credit cards don't get hacked. As the recipient of Zelle, recipient is me, Ray Reynolds, that's my name. And then you put an email address, ray@raisecredit.com, and not a phone number. And then you just push send. Wow, how hard is that to do? Then you email me what you sent the money for. So our goal is pretty simple. All right, now here's a problem that I have. Every day I get 5 callers, are you a member of the Better Business Bureau? It's like, I want to say, you dumbass, why don't you look online and see how they got indicted? You're trying to do your homework on me. You're not even doing homework on the company. That's blah, blah, blah. But I can't say, you dumbass, check it out. I can't say, look up, BBB got busted. I sued him in 79 with Greg Sullivan. I kicked their ass, and I proved they were a fraud back then. You got 10 million companies will not pay their blackmail money. I don't care if it's Wolfgang Puck. I don't care if it's Mickey Mouse or KBC. These people were indicted federally because they were a piece of crap and they're full of crap. Literally, I can say it because it's true. And the court said, get the hell out of my city. Look it up. 2020 and CNN aren't going to lie to you. Our choice is simple. Now, here's what I want to tell you. I've been helping rich and famous people. Here's a little handful. Didn't matter if it's Superman for Gold's Gym. Didn't matter if it's Arnold Fishburne. Didn't matter if it's Bill Clinton. All right, Kirk and Van, God rest his soul. Kevin Costner and Michael too. I've been helping people to get to million to billion. How do you think they learn how to play? You might want to pay attention to me. I'm the guy behind the curtain. So, you see, it's like when people coming out of prison. What do I have to do? I got to refresh their credit because it's been dead as long as they've been in prison. I got to rebuild it, add history up to $10 million. And then I got to take a freeway Ricky Ross from my neighborhood and get him $4 million of credit, 4 cards to push up to $1 million each within 6 months. I got to take Thomas here after basically 26 in prison, 26 years. Within 5 months, get him the money to get the dump truck business. Now he makes millions a year. And the beautiful trucks, when they get dirty, they make money. Simple. See, you got to beat your doubt. Run your own race. In other words, get the hell out of your own way. Getting past go, I like goodies. God's gift is easy. The bottom line, see it, believe it, go get it. I like yachts and race boats in the backyard. Where you park yours? All right, I like Lamborghinis and helicopters and buildings too. I can show you all the goodies. But it's like anything else. Everything I do, there's books and CDs. In other words, when I was at the Bonaventure for 32 years, every Wednesday night, 7 p.m., I would sell my Millionaire's Founders Kit. 12 books and CDs. All right, there's the books, CDs, step by step. You can't even screw it up. The office sells it for $1,000. I give it away for $4.99. Simple. All right, and that's basically a webinar price, and that's a broadcast price. But again, it's a Zelle because that's the fastest way I can ship it today. Now, here's another thing you have with you. Every time you cash your check, you're showing your driver's license. I don't understand, but my client, Rebecca, after the DMV sold her mailing address for $10, and that guy blew her head off, God rest her soul. Well, let's understand something. Your driver's license should be P.O. Box or mailing address. I want you to protect your assets and stop bringing the pain home. You can even look at the Driver's Privacy Protection Act so you can verify what I say is factually verifiable too. Bottom line, that's step number 12. Divisions that I created in 85 are very simple. If it's done the right way, which the one person had online on YouTube watching has a division being sued. Did he do UCC once? Did he protect the assets of the division? Or do I have to take that division and dissect it in 4 different directions? He's looking for a quick fix. He's looking for an answer, which is great. But there's a lot more to do that. Okay, I can answer the question. That's easy to do. Mapping out the solution and looking at the assets are a big thing. See, divisions allow multiple functions. I can disconnect, isolate, and incorporate. All right, if I had real estate, I can separate pieces. Who's going to slip and fall? The other thing is corporate credit. Is the write-off interest rate and credit cards like free money. The divisions are legal people under the corporation. It's public record. So if I turn around today and I get you a card up to $1 million, would you like 9 sisters? That's the goal. Now that could be $1 million or $10 million. Depends on how you build it up. Again, each one of those can have a piece of property. Each one of those can have a franchise. So if one screws up, you have 8 left to go, set up another one and another one too. I also wrote books called Buckets of Money, Tax Balance, Become the Bank. You got choices to learn to play if you want to. So again, like this. When you go to the car dealership, I'm sorry, you do it all wrong. It's called stupidity. Because you didn't know how to play. No, you're not stupid. What you did was stupid. You let them sweat you for 5 hours, at least, and you got 9 inquiries. When they hand you the piece of paper, and they say, we got to run your credit, fill this out, and you go, here you go. Stop. When you sign that application, next to it you put "this allows one inquiry." You take a damn picture. Don't you let someone use and abuse you ever again. Your choices are simple. You have to learn rules and tools. I want to rebuild your whole life. Step 13. As we play, let's remember, that's not mine, but I got the keys. That's not mine, but I got the keys. Those aren't mine, but I got the keys. Boom, boom. Oh, I love riding with Neil Diamond. It was fun on the Love Ride. He's a nice guy. So we get to have fun and play again too. Corporation's got a Harley Davidson and pays for the club. Wow. But again, not mine, but I got the keys. See, we can play this game all damn day. It's going to be up to you. All right? It should have been fleet price tax ID division. That way, it didn't show up on personal credit reports. That way, literally, it's a corporate write-off. Again, it's up to you to play the game. Got the keys. It's not mine. You see, the problem today, when you go to the grocery store and the bank, there's a little bumpity bump. That person, they scream their head out, they're going to die. There's cameras everywhere. Then they ask you, literally, driver's license, insurance, registration, please. And that's where your heart falls out of your chest. I should have listened to Ray. All right? But I didn't. So, driver's license, home address, really? The insurance for the car you drive today, you pay it out of your paycheck called taxable income, right? So, it could have been paid by the corporation, and no tax was considered. Oh, the car's registered to you, so no matter what I say or do, quack, quack, quack. Come on, look at the attorneys on TV going, I'm number one, the billboards. There's a lot of bloodsuckers out there, aren't they? So you could have made the registered owner of a car a division, so that way they get diddly squat. Why not? I told you to plan the problem. You should have a long time ago. 11 more to go. Step 14. Every car, fleet price, tax ID, or SSN. Your choice. I got my 17 houses when I was a kid. I couldn't get number 18. They told me loan to value problem. I transferred into divisions. I got rid of the loan to value problem in a separate liability. Your paycheck, as far as I'm concerned, should break even on your house payment. How rich and famous people, hell, they don't pay tax. Why would they do that? We all pay enough property tax, gallon of gas, 7 taxes of that too, $5 a gallon. Come on. All right, 10 billion to trillion. Amazon don't pay any damn tax on that. Doesn't matter if it's Federal Express and UPS, they don't pay tax too. There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. Doesn't matter if it's Mr. Trillionaire's got his own spaceship. The other guy's got his spaceship and the other one does that too. They're doing exactly what they're allowed to do per the Internal Revenue Service. They only pay tax when they make a profit. Isn't that fun? You can complain or you can join the club. Which would you like to do? It's very simple. So let's understand something. I want you to look at Carl here for a second. Carl has $544 million coming in per year. Per year. Is that a lot? But he has $1.2 million of debt. See, debt offsets taxes. Borrow money is not taxable. So we get to play a zero tax federal. You got 9 states that have no state tax. How would you like to never pay tax again? But that's up to you. Mr. Buffett plays the game. He says, I can't stop until I'm dead. If not, they'd slow it down and pay tax. He owns his favorite 100 companies and his favorite 10. But again, he's leveraging money and transferring stock and never pay tax. Why would you pay tax when you don't have to? They know how to play. So the bottom line is simple. That's why I want to do, all right, the credit hour with you. Isn't that fun? Ray Reynolds, the credit hour. Everybody can do referrals like Billy did. Almost $1 million of credit so far. Everyone can get referral money daily. Everyone can get 10%. Everyone can refer somebody. So they make some money too. Specialty classes on Saturday. This Saturday all day, I got a class called Real Estate Leveraging Money. Once a year before tax time, all right, and before the first quarter ends, which is March, all right, the end of March, I always do this class. This is the once-in-a-lifetime class. If you miss it, I think it's kind of dumb, but that's up to you. All right, with books or CDs or without. All you do is call the office and get involved at 800-510-3338. It's online or in person. Miss it? Oh well. You're going to learn how to do $1 million corporation this year using money or credit, no matter what you do. But again, that's up to you. So what we get to do is leveraging money. So as we leverage money, referencing, all right, you can take the credit to do this. They create 1.125 million of credit, which borrowed money is not taxable. So would you do exactly what I tell you to do for the $1 million? I know one asked for 4, and you got to start with the 1 first. All right, but has he done what I told him to do so far? Again, it's a choice. We can take $1,000 and turn it into $1 million. All right, we can take the credit or whatever else, invest the borrowed money into it because it's not taxable. You have the right to buy your lifetime income because when you retire, the bills aren't going to go away. It's going to take away the money you set aside, and then you're going to live with your kids. Well, that kind of sucks. Oh my goodness, there's an ass on the screen. Well, they say, and the attorneys and CPAs argue about this, you can't hide an asset. That's true. But if you protect the asset before you're sued, you're not screwed. If you try to hide it, when you're being sued like that one person's being sued on their division, I'm hoping they did all the other pieces they needed to cover their ass. Oh, wow. Now, get invited to talk in this company. I mean, I help, Barbie, I help, Toll Brothers, other companies too. So they asked me, how would I leave millions and billions to people? I said, hell, I wouldn't do that. It's stupid. You see, I didn't realize it's October 25th, 2020. He's worth $26 trillion. So who's really the richest person on the planet? Passes away. Family has to give away a $100 billion art collection. They have to pay $10.8 billion in tax because somebody was stupid. Okay? Why would you leave things to people when the corporation lives forever? Just let them be officers. Inherit the money. And then the son lies and has to go to prison for 5 years. Stupidity. I got 9 specialty classes. You get a statement of guarantee. Half the page is in red ink. You have to do what I ask you to do for the guarantee. If you do, and you get your debt to ratio to 29%, below 30 as it says, no collection, no this or that, and you do what I ask, the bottom line is I guarantee your money back. Refresh the credit, block the crap, start credit, get the score to go up, up, and away, give you back 100% to times 10, and rebuild your credit. It's $9.98 at the office, or on this live show, it's $4.99. And you get to go to class on Wednesday or Saturday that are live. From there, 180 days or less, based on the class you're in. And then I get you the $1,000 card, so you can double your money back, because I'm charging you $4.99 now, $7.50. It's a webinar price, and you get to play step 15, 10 more to go, and all it is a Zelle. Well, that's pretty easy to do. See, every class you're stuck with me. If you want the corporation starter package, you get all the goodies. Also, it's tax ID, article, setup level 1, 90 days. But I want to give you $10,000 of cash credit. I'm going to rebuild your score to a 750. I want to make sure you understand the office charges is $2,000. On this, I give it to you at a price of $9.99. You get 10 times your money back. If you want $25,000 of cash credit, it's called Millionaires in the Making. And you got the ability, all right, the office charge you $5, no problem. And I'm going to charge you $24.99 to give you 10 times your money back or $25,000 of credit. There's 10 times your money back. And all it is a Zelle. Pretty simple to do. Ultimate goal. So let's remember today, run your life through a corporation or in conjunction. The only thing holding you back would be you. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Let's see. Your paycheck, you're using it for payment, gas, registration, insurance, right? Why don't you yell no and let the corporation do this right away? I drive a company cars. Why don't you? But that's up to you, step number 17. Now, I want you to verify I'm factually verifiable. I want you to get an SS4 form today. And it equals 1120. Line 10 right in your face right there says banking and credit purposes. So that means this is free money. Get to write off the interest rate in the credit card, just maintain the payment. IRS public record. So step number 18, why don't you go to irs.gov and download an SS4 form. And quit being a duck. Quack, quack, quack. The United States of America Incorporated, they literally set up and planned the problem. So if a city files bankruptcy, it's a Chapter 9, they wipe out the debts and they stay in business. They planned the line of defense. Why didn't you? I don't understand. They do it right in front of you. We are the people. We are the people. And that's what you're allowed to do. So remember something. When Nixon took the gold standard out, they got the key to the printing press. All right? Every woman since that day at the hospital who delivers a baby is handed an SSN form. If not, the baby can't go and the stroller and the car seat can't go home. It's federally mandated. So remember, you get one SSN, we're all ducks and sheep, one SS4 for corp. The only way you're going to get there is through the divisions, where I created in 85. So you got the ability to remember. Online they say you don't have to guarantee. That's a lie. Okay, I got to make you the qualified CFO. Get you 8 cash cards, 9 lines of credit if you want. All right, supply credit, vendor credit, marketing credit, lease credit, and gas cards too. But I still got to make you the CFO in the beginning. And if you're looking at trade lines, I'm sorry, that's crap. Under the Fair Lending Act, it says they're fraud. Again, corporate credit, write-off, interest rate and credit cards, and line of credit. To me, that's like making you the greatest CFO and kind of getting some free money. But again, how are you going to go get it unless you learn how to play the game? You've been trying all your life. All right, that's why I do the live class and I answer questions too. 800-536-3216 as we play the game. So let's pretend today you're listening and these are turned up. You're going to buy a house that's called Ray's Rules. Escrow, close, homestead, put it in a trust. If you don't do it my way, what happens is very simple. Okay? They're going to, when they sue you, they screw you and take it away. If you basically die, it's stuck in their probate. So I want you to learn to protect your ass. You fix up a property, you hire that contractor. Oh, goody. They hire the subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot. Good workers. But you know what happens if they cut corners and slip and fall? Because you didn't plan the problem. They kick your assets and take everything you got today, too. Maybe you start planning the problem. Quick claim deed the property to divisions. Assignment of equity. When they sue, let's make sure they get diddly squat. Hell, why not? I like irrevocable trust. Maybe you want one of those too. It's up to you. Step 19, 6 more to go. So, if you're playing peekaboo with the IRS, making a mess, knock it off. I don't get it. IRS.gov. Get a 656, 430 A and B. Do an offer and compromise. Get your butt back in the system. Corporations don't pay tax so they make a profit. Get all that free money before it runs out. Get your butt back in the system. Step number 20. From there, if you're fixing up a property, really, you set up divisions to buy it wholesale price. You save up to 70%. You don't pay a bill for 30 to 60, 90 days anyway. After escrow closes, it pays the debt. And on top of that, now you got $200,000 left over. What are you going to do? We should actually use Ray's Rules, leverage some money, borrow money is not taxable, and set up the line of defense. That's step 21, called blackjack. Wow, I love blackjack. My office. I love this building. 2 stories, interest on both sides. 22,000 square foot building before I die in a coma. Other buildings in other states as well. Arizona and Utah. The bank would be at the office all the time going, See, when you got money, they always kiss your ass heads. Well, you don't have a pot, you know what? They don't know your name. Banks borrow from the feds up to times 10 and loan back 5 to you. If you would have took that money from that escrow and used Ray's Rules, you would have created $3 million of borrowed money. You bought a McDonald's for free. You got to learn how to play. Your corporation should be a management company. Bottom line is simple. Okay, Wells Fargo Bank got indicted. $3 billion. They should have went out of business. Those employees should have went to prison under RICO, in my opinion. So let's understand. The 3-step I created for you is disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Bad piece, give her the bad piece. Keep the other pieces. Never bring the pain where? Home. It's called a division in tax ID. Step 22. 3 more to go. What do you plan on losing? Look at your life, look at today, look at the past. Okay, why? Because I want you to realize you basically now in the next 50 years, all right, you will be dead, so will I. So the bottom line is, do we hurt the family? No. A corp, they're all good, but if they sue the corp, they sue you. Divisions are the only line of defense. So let's remember when we play chess, we could basically play the game and win. It's up to you if you want checkmate. Step 23. So the question was up here is I have bad credit. All right, I had a corporation. All right, I did exactly what I was told to do. They sued the corp, they sued me. All right, my wife divorced me. My kids hate me, and I want to rebuild my life, but I don't have much money. All right, okay, I heard your sad story. I got a sad story too, we all do. I don't care if you start selling $50 a day or $100. There's no excuses. Start rebuilding. Let's rebuild you. Let's get the kids back. Let's get the wife back if you want her. But let's rebuild your life so you're on top of the game. I want you to think. Reach the dream. Think and be the impossible. I've done it all my life, people. I didn't like eating out of a trash can. I didn't like stealing off the pier. I didn't like being used and abused. And most grown-ups I thought were stupid. Okay? So Ray's rules work, and I make millionaires all the time. You could become a millionaire next if you follow along, but that's up to you. Simple. So how did the 14th Amendment turn corporations into people? So you got the United States of America, and they have 50 states, and the states have the cities. That's their line of defense. You are so past due, it set up your line of defense for you. But again, that's your choice. I can hold your hand in every workshop and make sure you don't bring the pain home. I can make sure you have books and CDs and play the game too. All right, that's why I sold them at the Bonaventure for 32 years. That kit, 12 books and CDs, is how I built $5 million. I'm telling you, you can build $1 million, but that's up to you. You got the steps. You can get the kits and CDs for $4.99. Again, you get to play. You get to listen and learn with the blueprint and use Zell. All you got to do. Next thing is you never use joint credit. All right, buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, put it in a trust. Because that's the way you want to do it. Because the bottom line is it's going to be up to you. You have the ability to play the game. So remember, corporation with divisions for real estate, franchise, current business. You've got to master your line of defense so you're no longer a duck, neither is the corporation. You have to use Ray's rules. And we want to go get some corporate credit. Step 24. That's the goal. As we play the game, 10 times your money, 100% of your money back, personal business credit, rebuild your credit for $9.98. It's a good price, but I give you half price. And put you in workshops on Saturday too. 180 days or less, as long as you follow through. $1,000 cash card. And it's $4.99. And you're guaranteed a $750 score. And the bottom line is it's a special you can get through me today. And it's a Zelle. It's up to you. Starter package for the millionaire. It's simple. Rebuild your credit, rapid rescore, CFO, articles, also tax ID, set up in level 1. I want to hand you $10,000 back. Now I might put some personal, some business, but you're getting $10,000 back. When you all bought corporations, some other ding dong didn't teach you diddly squat. You spent thousands, you didn't get diddly squat. I want to make sure you get 10 times your money back. Office, $2,000, good price. Me, $9.99, you get 10 times the money back in corporate credit, $10,000. Again, it's a choice. Millionaire in the making, $25,000 of cash credit. The office sells it for $5,000, and I give it to you for $24.99. Ultimate goal. So let's understand something today. Okay, it doesn't matter where you look at any book and CD, whatever on the planet, they don't give you the steps like I do. God only made one of me. And you can Zelle right away to get into the workshops right away too. Ultimate goal. When you refer, you make 10%. And all you do is make sure your referral puts your name on the memo, the message. That's it. So, live classes all the time, the ones coming up Saturday, online or in person. This is where once a year I'm going to teach people how to get the $1 million.